You got crappy posture.
Does your posture look like this? Don't just try to stand up and squeeze your shoulders back to try to fix it. That'll just make it worse. Instead, try this. The problem with having the intention to stand tall and squeeze the shoulders back is it actually compromises several different things within our movement and our posture and our breathing. When the shoulders are squeezed back and we do this, we actually flare the lower rib cage. If the lower rib cage is constantly in a flared state, this creates an inability for our diaphragm and other muscles to properly help create expansion of the rib cage in all directions, but especially the back. A lot of people don't realize the back should expand with every single breath that we take. Also, you're much more likely to eventually feed a neck breathing strategy even passively because you're not getting enough adequate expansion in your back and other areas of your rib cage. Your body senses this, so it starts to engage other accessory muscles of inhalation to help you better breathe more easily. The other problem is that squeezing the shoulders back and standing tall flattens out the natural human spine curve. The natural human spine curve has some degree of arching of the low back, rounding or kyphosis of the upper back, and then a little bit more arching or lordosis of the neck. By trying to flatten out our spine or stand tall, you're taking away this natural curvature of the upper back. And what a lot of people also don't realize is that the shoulder blade or the scapula is this naturally rounded structure like this, which should sit on that thoracic spine that has that slight degree of rounding like so. That allows for nice gliding and movement of the scapula on the rib cage. But if we're just pulling our shoulders back and trying to stand tall, we're actually compromising this relationship, and that's going to limit the amount of healthy shoulder movement that we have access to. So a better solution might be to teach our body what it feels like to get into a good stacked position of our head over our rib cage or our pelvis with better weight distribution through key areas of our foot. An easy way you can start to learn to do that is just find a wall and get far enough away from it. So take a step forward, and your mileage may vary because what you're looking for is for you to have more of this open angle right here and your knees straight, but not actively locked out. And you should be far enough away from the wall to where when you're resting against it, you gently, naturally feel these 2 points of contact on the backside of your pelvis called your PSIS on both sides. If you don't naturally feel them with your legs straight but not actively locked out, you can get a little further away from the wall, and that's totally fine. Your feet should be generally hip-width apart, and you want to feel 3 points of contact. You want to feel your heels and the base of your big toe and little toe. About 60% of your weight's in your heels. The other 40% is spread evenly between those two other points. Sabrina's going to take her elbows, bend them very gently, and you want like a 60-degree angle or less relative to your trunk. She's very gently going to separate her shoulder blades away from her spine. This should result in her feeling a little bit of the space in between her shoulder blades and spine on the wall. And now, keeping her eyes straight ahead, she's just going to exhale very gently through her mouth, letting the air fall out of her for about 5 seconds or so. Then she's going to pause, close her mouth, and very gently inhale through her nose, letting the air fall into her. Not engaging her neck, but bringing awareness to her, feeling this better stacked position of her head over her ribcage, over her pelvis, and also a better weight distribution through the foot.